Alright, welcome back everybody to another Tommy Taco vid. As you can see, I got a new haircut. It's pretty fire. Let me know down in the comments below. Today we're going to be watching some of the 2025 playoffs. The first round is a video by Trey. Pretty fire guy. Yeah, let's get straight into it.
And just like that, the first round has come to a close. A lot of crazy series, man. We got a lot of winners, and well, we got a lot of.
Now there's can be a lot of people out there that are like, no, when you win the game, you gotta talk shit, and it's a green light for you to be disrespectful towards somebody else. I disagree. I've won the championship. They haven't.
Shut your bitch ass up.
All right, so my opinion on like the Pacers v Bucks, which is what their series was, it was all right. I'm pretty sure Pacers won like 4-1, I think. But generational sell by the Bucks in I think game 5. They were up by 8 with like 30 seconds left, and they just sold the bag cuz fucking Gary Trent Jr. decided to go off. But yeah, as much as I wanted to see Giannis and Dame dominate in the playoffs, they weren't going to do anything against the Pacers. I mean, Pacers made it to the Eastern Conference Finals against the Celtics, and like I expected them not to win, but they still made it, which I hope they do for this year. But it's either going to be a Cavs versus Celtic or a Cavs v Pacers. I have no idea if the Knicks are going to win or not. I don't have faith. They barely beat Detroit, but let's get back into it.
The new rivalry between the Bucks and Pacers has definitely been something to see. And, I'll call it rivalry for the sake of the Lord. But if you ask me outside of this video what this shit is, bro, it's called an ass whoop. How many times do we have to teach you this lesson? Oh, man. Y'all boys can't fuck with us. Where all this shit started.
27 point, 15 assists, 0 turnovers. That's skill right there.
Bro, Hallie took Dame Watch and said, come get it back. Less than a month later, the Pacers are playing the Bucks in Milwaukee. And I ain't gonna lie, yeah, Giannis had 64. Bust our ass. His career high, you know what I'm saying? What a historic night for him and the Bucks. And, we congratulated him by giving his game ball to Ricky Oscar. I don't even know how to say this nigga's name. On their court after they won, after their best player had his best night, which made the best recipe for a 1.5 year long beef. Every time these motherfuckers meet up, it turned to WWE, and you wouldn't believe.
Bro, Bobby Portis turns into Ben Wallace Jr., dude. Fucking Malice in the Palace 2.
Who's out there?
If him and Isaiah Stewart get in a brawl, that's the real Malice in the Palace 2.
Getting a smack down.
Watch out, watch out, watch out.
And of course, we're gifted with a Bucks versus
it was in 6 actually. My bad.
Pacers series in the first round again. This time with Giannis healthy and no Dame going into the series, but reports say that he could be back. And after that belt to ass in game 1, he said, I will be back. We got Giannis out there stranded. Holy fuck. But after being out for a month, Dame unfortunately was not a factor. Pacers take game 2. Then in game 3, Damian Lillard's ghost goes into Gary Trent.
It's the Gary Trent Jr. game.
Career high for Gary Trent. Fucking 9 3-pointers. Who's letting Gary Trent score 9 3-pointers? Nobody's letting him. Except for the fucking Pacers defense.
Series is 2-1. The Bucks
50 wins my ass, dude.
got their momentum back. Just one more at home and we got ourselves a series. 129-103. This is not that. Dame tears his Achilles. TJ McConnell and Andrew Nembhard frying they shit. And Kuzma is still ass. It's time to wrap this shit up, man. Get the Milwaukee Sucks out of here. Pacers down 7 in OT. 30 seconds left. Nembhard cuts it down to 4. The Bucks come down with it and Gary Trent Jr. throws it away. And Hallie goes right by AJ Green for an and 1. So now it's a 1-point game with 4.
This is a fire series, though, not gonna lie. Just the whole series altogether, but
14 seconds left, and all the Bucks have Butterfingers, come get your motherfucking Butterfingers. Pacers ball. What is this I see? Oh no, it can't be. Giannis with a one-way ticket to Halliburton Island. It gets so crazy, even John Halliburton's on the court. Almost had to give his grandson a whooping. And yeah, it's just all types of mayhem. But the Pacers will be the ones to move on and play the Cavs.
Yeah, I told my nigga I'ma drop the jewels on the
Bring the
Belt to ass against the Heat. Well, I kind of expected it, not gonna lie.
brooms out in the worst way possible. The Cavs tooted up the Heat, man. Miami coming out of their annual playing game versus the Bulls, making them the first 10th seed of all time to make the playoffs, and got fucking slaughtered. Like Darius Garland says the plan is to pick on Tyler Hero. Hero said you don't play defense, you damn self. But the Depoy does. And at this point, the Heat are down to 0-3.
Fake Depoy, by the way. Dyson Daniels should have won it. Nah, screw that. Wemby should have won it. 4 blocks a game. Petition to give Wemby the award. Fuck Evan Mobley, dude.
We just got to keep playing. That's what we're paid to do, and that's who we are as an organization. We want to compete, and we're not going out 4-0.
138 to 83. Nick, it probably felt like you went out 5-0. Meanwhile, in Boston,
Audio?
5-0. Meanwhile, friends are like,
Oh. Hold up.
with Paulo and friends are like just a move away from it.
And Butler hits that one 10 straight. Banchero drills it.
Magic do end up taking one game. Friends got Porzingis on the island. But all in all, is Boston moving on to play the New York Knicks.
Dude, that play right there, Jalen Brunson threw Asar Thompson into the freaking depths. Hold up real quick. Alright, I'm back.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen, a Thursday.
Nah, but like, Jalen Brunson threw Asar. If you've seen it before, he just absolutely crushed his legs. Fucking broke him. That's an ankle breaker.
Seed Knicks versus 6 seed Pistons matchup. Only series of the East that went to 6 games, and probably the best one. Knicks looking to capitalize with their new additions in Cat and Mikal Bridges. Show everyone it was worth it. And the Pistons looking for their first playoff win since 2008. Holy fuck. But they finally have been resurrected thanks to Cade Cunningham, current all-star, future superstar, and leading a Pistons team with a perfect balance between vets and the young guys. Not your Jalen Brunson is a whole nother stins. This was not going to be easy for the Knicks. Well, I mean, the Knicks are one thing, but Jalen Brunson is a whole.
JB Bickerstaff deserves the coach of the year. I mean, Thunder, yeah, 70 wins, pretty hard. But taking the worst seeded team of 14 and 68 to 44, the 6th seed in the playoffs, I mean, they deserve it fully.
Whole nother. Every game of the series is neck and neck. Knicks
And Cade, most improved player. Yeah, Dyson Daniels won it there, but he should have won defensive player over Everton Mobley, because Evan Mobley was only averaging like 0.6 steals a game when Dyson is averaging 3.0.
Knicks winning by 1, Pistons winning by 3. All in all, leading us to a game 6. And the Knicks are looking to close it out before it goes back to MSG. Controlling the whole game, not letting Detroit get no lead until that 4th quarter hit. Pistons go on a run, and next thing you know, Knicks down 7 with 2 minutes left, which, you know, would be scary if you didn't have the fucking clutch player of the year, Jalen Brunson. Knicks walk him down. It's a tie game. Ball and you know who hand. Asar Thompson, I fuck with you game, but man, I had his dad. And with that shot.
Oh my goodness. Hold on, run it back.
Game. Ball and you know who hand. Asar Thompson.
Play Jalen Brunson at the logo and Asar Thompson. Let me fix y'all real quick. Watch this.
Thompson, I fuck with you game, but man,
Dude, that's bad.
I had his dad. And with that shot, Jalen Brunson gave him a 40.
Proceeds to put it in his mouth. Long in his mouth.
Pistons still have a chance to tie.
Back for Cunningham. Swing it off the hands of Beasley.
Butter boy, come get your butter boy. Just like that, after 6 games, the Knicks are moving on, and Jalen Brunson showing us why he's really in some uncomfortable conversation. And that is the East. That's the East. What the fuck is going on in the West?
Bullshit in the West. Bullshit's going on in the West.
This year, the first round in the West was a whole movie. Upsets, multiple game 7, game winners. Every night, every fan is guaranteed to be amazed. But what side of amazement are you on? Me personally, man, what the fuck?
That's fake.
amazed. What side of amazement are you on? Me personally, man, what?
27 points, 24 rebounds, 80% from the field. Who's letting this man score over 10? Apparently, the Lakers got no defense. I mean, Anthony Edwards had 15 points this game. Dude, you're supposed to be averaging like 30 points a game. You're the face of the league. You're not the face of the league. Jokic is the MVP.
What the fuck?
Dude, this... I'm sorry for pausing so much, but this upset me so much. 6-seeded Timberwolves, who don't even have Cat, beat the Lakers with the big three, Austin Reeves, LeBron, Raymond James, the GOAT of all time. Argue with a wall. And Luka Doncic. The man came back. I mean, yeah, he did have like a hip problem, but came back and still dominated on the Lakers.
Lakers versus T-Wolves was like the wake-up call of the playoffs. With a young certified superstar on the other line. Going into this series, everybody had the Lakers. It was a meme that they were going to bounce these niggas in 5. The T-Wolves were a 6 seed, so far underwhelming compared to last year. And the opinions on the trades both of these teams made, I'm saying one definitely felt more notable than the other. But this is not a fairy tale, and Luka is not Prince Charming. Game 1, Wolves win by 20, thanks to Naz Reid and Jaden McDaniel. Go crazy for him the whole series, bucket after bucket. But Lakers tied in Game 2. Luka Doncic with a big performance. This was looking like a back-and-forth series. No. Went back and never went forward. Timberwolves go up 3-1. Jaden McDaniels looking like Scottie Pippen and Michael Jordan. Bronny Sr. like a senior. And Luka, a motherfucking park car, bro. Guys, my parlay, my bracket. Nigga, this shit is bad. The experts said y'all were the ones. And right now, niggas looking like Cancun. But hey, man, look, anything could happen. I've seen 3-1 leads blown before.
And I never thought I would say these words that are about to come out my mouth. But Rudy Gobert is dominant.
5,000 pounds on the tractor, I'ma get them out.
Never in my YouTube, what we gonna call this, career, did I ever think this day was gonna come. I swear to God, I'm speaking.
Fakest player ever. Rudy Gobert, 27-24 rebounds.
Over a Rudy Gobert edit right now. But I gotta give credit where it's due, bro. The Lakers were able to make this nigga look like Shaquille O'Neal. Not everybody could get this level of Rudy Go booty treatment. From Lakers in 5 to Wolves in 5. R.I.P. Nah, this ain't even no shit to get hype about, bro. Thunder do the Grizzlies bad, man, the worst. There wasn't a chance in hell. Even when there was. Memphis up like 30, I'm pretty sure. Ja Morant gets hurt and he's out for the series. At least they'll be able to take one game, you know. Right? Wrong, nigga. Ja says he figured them out.
Dude, that Thunder win, I think it was like game 3 or 4. By like 52, they got their get back. I think, yeah.
That if he was healthy, you know, it would have been a different series.
If you know, you know. If you don't know, the Grizzlies won against OKC like 72 points. I don't know if it was in playoffs, though.
The games were honestly closer than they really should have been. But shoulda, woulda, coulda, bro. Who cares about this snooze fest? We had 2 Game 7.
This was my most favorite series, like, of the 2020 playoffs that I can remember. Nuggets v. Clippers. I want Nuggets going all the way because that man's name is Westbrook. He needs a ring. I mean, averaging a triple-double 4 times. Yeah, you got another dude who's like the best player in the world who deserves another chip, but you got Westbrook who deserves it more. He was a valuable bench player to the team. And don't even say, oh, Westbrook. Don't say that. He's one of the best players on the team because he could have bad games where he would have like 6, 5, and 4, but still help out the team, you know? And then he'll have other games he'll have 30, 11, and 6, and like 4 steals. In the last game he had 4 out of the 5. Like I think he had like 16, 5, 5, and 5, which 5 steals is pretty hard.
Going into this Clippers and Nuggets series, everybody knew this bit was about to be close. A classic ready to unfold. High expectations for both teams, but higher stakes for the Nuggets. Felt like they've been falling apart with the way they lost last year, firing their head coach right before the playoffs, and just dropping in seedings every year. In short, bro, these niggas could not afford a first-round exit. For the Clippers, Kawhi is finally healthy, and he playing like it. Along with that, the rest of the Clippers playing like they trying to win something. Zubac, Norman Powell, James Harden. Yeah, don't worry, your time's coming, buddy. Series tied 3-3. Nuggets forced to Game 7 with a win on the road, and the series thus far has been insane. And now we're gearing up for what could be a historic Game 7. Kawhi versus Jokic. Nah, real niggas know this shit is Jamal Murray versus James Harden. And Harden misses the phone call. Nuggets blow the fuck out of
that was some good D. Taking Harden to like 7 points when he had like 30 the other game, and like he's also passing it too. I don't get where he has time to do, and he's rebounding. I don't get where he has all the time. Because you got your center who's also dominating on the Clippers. And, yeah, so Zubac was also dominating in the paint as well as getting, like, points. And then you got, who's the other guy? Norman Powell, who should have been most improved, went from, like, 13 to 21 points. The whole NBA this year was so weird. I'm glad we got the playoffs to, like, calm it down.
Clippers and take Game 7 to move on to round 2. And our last matchup of the first round, man, the Rockets versus the Warriors.
This was a bad Game 7. The Warriors the Rockets should have been like 6 games, but no. Imagine getting beat out by a 7 seed Warriors with Jimmy Butler. I would have slept on the floor that night.
A second seed young Rockets team in their first playoffs with this new high potential squad. And with home court advantage, they are still the underdog. Most people just can't doubt the greatness of Stephen Curry and the Warriors in general.
Steph Curry is just fantastic all around player. Jimmy Butler though, we serious right now?
Another playoff demon.
Like, yeah, playoff Jimmy was like fire in 2020 and 2023, which he shouldn't have been there in 2023, but he made it somehow. Took an 8th seed to the finals and got brutally annihilated. Whole system's just like not good.
And Jimmy Butler, this series had the recipe for a move, but the Warriors are going crazy. Curry looks unstoppable. It don't matter. And they end up 3-1. But as you know, a 3-1 lead is not guaranteed with these niggas. Rockets tied the series. Fred VanVleet is on a burner, and so we are given another Game 7. Please be a good Game 7.
I came in with a core heart.
And while the Rockets fought hard to get here, sometimes experience just wins games. Warriors have their way with the Rockets in the Game 7. Buddy Hield does Curry's job in the first.
Y'all just see Draymond? And Buddy Hield, this dude averaged like 4 points in the playoffs. Why did he have 33 this game? I don't get it. He had like 33, 7, and 9 with 9 3-pointers. 33, 4, and 3. I don't know his stats. I don't pay attention to Buddy Hield.
First half, and Curry does Curry's job in the second half. And that is that for the first round. How y'all teams do, man? What y'all boys think? And yeah, I guess I'll just see y'all niggas next round, man. See y'all next round. See y'all in the next round. Walking well.
So, anyways, my predictions for round 2, I think it's Thunder versus Nuggets. I want the Nuggets to win, like, badly, but I feel like OKC's just gonna beat them out, like, 5 games. I really don't want that to happen, because Westbrook's finally on, like, a good contender team, and he needs that ring. I'm a big Westbrook fan, by the way, if you can tell. Wolves versus Warriors. I think Wolves got it, but Warriors might pull away in a Game 7 maybe. Knicks versus Celtics. Celtics sadly are going to win. I'm not a Celtics fan. Even though I grew up in New England. I'm not a Celtics fan. I would if the Knicks beat the Celtics, I don't care who wins the finals. Because Pacers might be able to go all the way into the finals. And they haven't made the finals since 2000 with Reggie Miller and I think Ron Artest. Who else was on that Pacers squad? And then what's the other one? Cavs v Pacers, I think. I think I have the Pacers winning in 6. or the Cavs winning in 6 actually, because they're the number 1 seed. I don't know. They just lost by like 10. But tell me y'all predictions in the comments. Really want to know. And
Put my head down.
Tell me. I'll try to upload a round 2 lore, or watch this guy. This guy's name is Trey, 3 Ys. Go check him out. I'll link his video in the description. But anyways, sorry about the long wait. Took a break to focus more on my writing, my job. If you look at my bio, you'll see it. But yeah, I'll try to upload more this week to redeem my break. And that's it. I hope y'all have a good one.